All right, let's jump right into this. Welcome to today's explainer. We're going to take some truly fascinating real-life experiences and break them down into practical, actionable insights. Now look, we all know nature is relaxing, right? A walk in the woods, listening to the ocean, it does wonders for the mind. But what if I told you that a specific, surprisingly common plant might have the power to instantly trigger a state of calm so deep, it literally rivals years of intense meditation? Today, we are unpacking a first-hand account that is absolutely going to challenge how you view the therapeutic power of the plants around you. So here's the wild question that kicks off our journey. Can a single type of plant completely silence a self-admitted, non-stop talker? I know, it sounds like the punchline to a joke, but it's the real starting point of this story. We're going to follow someone who thrives on constant conversation, background noise, the whole shebang, and see how one brief encounter with a very specific environment totally flipped his natural state. It's kind of like a micro-hero's journey into natural stress relief. And honestly, it's super relatable for anyone who finds it impossible to just quiet their racing mind. To really get why this transformation is so mind-blowing, we need to meet the man at the center of it, Osman, widely known as the blind Muslim yogi. And Osman is not your average guy. He's a master-level bioenergy healer specializing in critical care and terminal illnesses, using principles of quantum entanglement. He's an advanced yoga and meditation teacher with 50 years of experience who actually attained his first samadhi state at just 19 years old. He's dedicated his life to simplifying complex, ancient yoga sciences for the modern world. Currently, he practices 8 to 10 hours a day, and that's actually a step down from the 18 hours a day he used to do. But even with all that incredible discipline and spiritual grounding, running a business and taking on the heavy energetic burden of critical care healing leads to massive stress. When you're giving that much to save lives, burnout is a very real threat, and sometimes you just need a serious physical timeout. Now, before we go any further, I want to make something crystal clear, just as Osman always does. Because he handles such serious terminal illnesses with an uncommonly high success rate, he's very explicit that his bioenergy healing and the natural methods we're talking about today are purely complementary. They are not a replacement for licensed medical treatments. Always consult a qualified professional. We're exploring these fascinating tools to enhance your wellness and fill in the gaps, not to replace your doctor. Okay, so let's map out Osman's journey to this incredible realization. It follows a pretty distinct path. First, there was the peak stressful period. He literally hit a breaking point where he just had to get away. That pushed him to take a quick overnight stay at a highly specialized pro-nature lodge to disconnect. But here's the kicker. The climax of this whole story doesn't actually happen at the lodge itself. It happens during the return trip, a highly unusual, completely silent 2-hour drive back home. Let's dig into what actually went down. So, needing some serious relief, Osman and his wife decided to take a weekend timeout. They drove a couple of hours north of Johannesburg to a place called ALOE Lodge. And this isn't your standard 5-star hotel. It is fiercely, unapologetically pro-nature. There are absolutely zero televisions in the rooms. They actively discourage you from using your phones. Instead of doom scrolling, guests actually spend their evenings sitting around a fireplace having real, face-to-face conversations. It's a sanctuary completely engineered to force you to unplug from the matrix. But the real star of the show at this lodge, as you might guess from the name, is the vegetation. Now, I need to pause here and mention a really important detail. Osman has permanently lost his sight, but only recently, in May of 2023. For his entire life before that, he had normal eyesight. So when he describes this place, he is pulling from vivid, awe-inspiring visual memories. He remembers being surrounded by massive aloe plants. We're talking taller than a human, with these gigantic, thick leaves. This wasn't the little potted aloe vera plant sitting on your kitchen counter for sunburns. These were towering, wild succulents dominating the landscape. Osman said he was in absolute awe. He had literally never seen aloe plants of this magnitude anywhere. And the physical presence of these massive plants, it totally transformed the atmosphere. It wasn't just cool to look at. Osman describes the air itself feeling incredibly fresh, carrying this distinct, subtle scent of aloe. But more than that, the environment felt heavy, almost pregnant, with an intoxicating calmness. And this wasn't a slow, gradual wind-down. It suddenly hit him like a wave. Remember, this is a man who achieved samadhi, a state of profound, ultimate meditative absorption as a teenager. Yet he said the sudden hit of peace brought him to an effortless level of calmness that completely rivaled his deepest, most rigorous hours-long meditation sessions, just from standing there. To really wrap your head around how profound this was, you have to know Osman's normal baseline. The guy is a relentless talker.
By his own admission, he talks so much he literally exhausts his friends. He has a daily habit of speaking to his closest friend on the phone for 2 to 3 hours, every single day. And driving, he hates driving in silence. The radio or music always has to be blasting. But the morning they left that lodge, Osman felt so deeply, fundamentally relaxed that he didn't even reach for the radio dial. He just looked at his wife, said he felt too calm to talk, and she completely agreed. They were totally synced up in this profound peace.
2 whole hours. Osman and his wife drove side by side for an entire 2-hour journey back to reality, in absolute unbroken silence. No radio, no music, no chit-chat, just pure, unadulterated calm. Osman really emphasizes this point. This was a singular, unprecedented event. It is literally the only time in his entire life that he was awake, in a car, with a working radio, next to another human being, for 2 hours, without saying a single word. And it has never happened since. So what does this all mean? The ultimate takeaway here goes way, way beyond the physical stuff. We always think of aloe as a physical remedy. You rub the gel on a burn or you drink the juice for digestion. But Osman's experience points to something so much deeper. He realized that the aloe plant in its natural, living state radiates an incredibly powerful therapeutic bioenergy. It's a natural frequency that effortlessly boosts your mindfulness. It basically bypasses the need for you to sit there and struggle with mental effort to relax, doing the heavy lifting for your nervous system. How can we actually use this? Well, you don't have to book a flight to South Africa. The lesson is super practical. Try surrounding yourself with living aloe plants in your home or your office. If you have the chance, go visit a botanical garden or an aloe plantation. The bigger picture here is to intentionally leverage nature to supercharge your own wellness practices. Why fight a losing battle trying to clear your mind on a meditation cushion when simply placing yourself in the right energetic environment can drop you right into that state? It is a massive, untapped tool for managing the crazy stress of our daily lives. As we wrap up this explainer, if you want to tap into Osman's 50 years of extraordinary experience and his scientific approach to ancient practices, you absolutely need to visit yogawellness786.com. While you're there, make sure to download his free 5-minute yoga and meditation program. It's an incredible starting point. He also gives away a ton of extensive free advice on his YouTube channel to help simplify these practices. And if you're looking for premium, paid live video lessons or one-on-one consultations, you can find all that on his Patreon. So I want to leave you with this. What unexpected element in nature could be your ultimate stress hack? Maybe it's a specific plant, a landscape, or a scent that instantly grounds you. Finding that natural trigger just might be the most powerful step you ever take for your peace of mind. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and definitely keep exploring the natural world around you.